regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Levis going to the air right away.
And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
An extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
When you look at the Saints defense,
and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Levis going to change the play.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Levis sets up to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. Levis to throw off play action. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
Forced out to his left.
That is caught by Dell.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Spears is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Levis now off of play action. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Open man is Tucker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Flush to his right.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt.
And he works 3.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Saints at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Jalen Hyatt,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
You know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Levis back to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide...
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds right the 10-yard line.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Hand off to Spears.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tyjae Spears. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans are back within a score. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Running left, it's Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 6. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now it's Richardson. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Down right around the 25.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A give running right is Hall.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Slot man moves right.
Richardson.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to throw, it's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. He's up to the 20.
And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Levis to throw it.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time through the air. 51 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
That is caught. He's across midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Straight ahead is Hall. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the ground, it's Tucker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
It's now 4th and goal.
An audible here to get a new look. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now Levis. Flushed out right. That one's taken in by Spears. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Levis. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Levis. Touchdown! Chigakakwo, 26 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Here's Hall again. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 13.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is caught by Tucker.
Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. Hyatt there to grab it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and 6. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
5 yards. It's now fourth down and 1.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Now Richardson.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4.
And here's a give to Spears.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And now a run with Spears.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Throw left side complete. That's Alexander.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. On the option, here's Spears.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Levis looking to move them around a bit. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Here's a run by Spears.
I'm most surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Titans are going to win the football game.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who let